So you were in school.
Yeah.
Did the guidance counselor, was it mandatory to meet with the guidance counselor about your career path?
It happened.
It happened.
It happened.
It happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Why isn't it mandatory quarterly? Or twice or 2-3 times a year? Hey, what do you got going on? What are you thinking? Having a conversation with somebody about the career path in all developmental stages of school would absolutely help somebody on the path. Because how do you know, talking to a 7th grader saying, hey, what's your career path? What are you thinking? What's your mind telling you?
Well, none of that has happened.
Well,
The system.
just
So
imagine
the industrial age. It's interesting you're bringing that up because the industrial age was an age of memory, not thought. And asking questions causes thoughts, which leads to creativity. So it's yet again, right? Like industrial age was better than the agricultural age.
Yeah, but industrial age
sucks compared to the information age. We still have a horse we're trying to drive education through, which is the industrial education system, when we need a car. We have to reevaluate the system. And my argument would be that this piece of technology here, like, I can go on YouTube right now, and even if I'm illiterate, I can listen. And there's more people on the planet that can listen and learn than read and learn because they might be illiterate. I can listen to audiobooks or podcasts. And there was 500,000 scrolls in the Library of Alexandria. And that's where they discovered the Earth. Oh yeah, it's not flat, guys. Meaning there's so much more information in a 5-year-old in Africa's or Zimbabwe, like wherever. So much more access.
Talking about schools, I mean, different schools always teach different ways, but how many schools out there are handing children an iPad and going, read the book on the iPad?
Well, that's how it works now.
I understand that, but
my point would be to focus on the why and focused on what is aligned with actual pedagogical teaching. And pedagogy means the how. Curriculum is the what. The how isn't of how they're proctoring the teaching. The how, when you take an average, and anyone can watch this right now. I'll ask you a question. If you ever sat in math class and asked, why do I need to learn this? And you never got an answer and you were told to just study, stop asking questions that aren't aligned with your homework. That happening is an effect of a non-cause, and the non-cause is not teaching pedagogically to instill creativity, which is necessary in an information age, but not really necessary in an industrial age. And the hierarchy of life will weed out those that aren't interested in falling in alignment with industrial age and those that are falling and those that aren't. So my point is, teachers as a whole are not, and the system isn't set up to educate teachers on how to be great proctors and speakers and inspirers. Because if you study the human brain, the limbic system is a story brain. Like when you tell a story and when people hear stories, our brain lights up like a Christmas tree. Stories lead to new realities. Like it's like imagination of what can be and then what comes. So what I'm saying is, the kid with the iPad, it's not about reading, it's about when they read it, their brain is supposed to say, like, have a conversation with itself, like thinking, not memorizing what it says on the book. Like, you listening to this, our conversation.
My mind's just going, yeah, it's inspiring because stories. So you told your story of where you're at now, what, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
You're telling yourself your story of where you're going to be 5 years from now.
Always, yeah.
In your head. So it's just mind-blowing. People mentally need to tell the story that they're going.
Well, and that's the visionary.
That inspires them, yeah.
All humans are born with the potential to whatever the hell. They won't know whatever the hell their genius or their genie in them will be, the genie in us. Like, they won't know. It's up to the teacher that's in that position to tell the stories necessary based on the discipline. Whatever that is, psychology, math, whatever it is, to tell the stories necessary to spark the curiosity of the student.